All right. Well, hello. I think we did have two people here for a moment there. I guess we're back down to one. Hmm. And I'm a little choppy there, doesn't it? Unstable. All right. Well, maybe no one here. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to move just to. I know there's somebody watching right now. Just letting you know what I'm doing at the moment here. I'm gonna try the moving my laptop to another part of the house. See if maybe again getting it closer to the. Hey, wait. Let's see. This the exercise video channel. Um, no, not at least intentionally, anyways. Gonna try to see if because did find a plug upstairs here closer to where the router is. So I'm gonna try to see if I. Well, yeah. Well, now it looks like I've got a good. Now I just gotta go over to plug my. Let's see. Yeah. Crap. Sorry about the swear word there, but I just knocked something over. If you would love me. Alrighty then. Excuse me for. Now we got a glare, of course. So let's see if I can adjust this a little bit where we don't. That makes the glare even worse. Let's see how far out I can bring my computer from this plug. And I'll get to the show in a moment, guys. I'm just trying to set up here. I just decided this on last minute since everything keeps saying move close to the router, move close to the router. That's what I'm doing here. Of course, I would not have to do that. Okay. I guess I might have to consider. I might have to start. But I still got to figure out exactly what I'm going to do about the glare there too, or put this in a position to where we don't have the glare. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm still making adjustments here, so hopefully the connection is better now. But I'll be right. All right, how's that, guys? So I finally decided to move my computer to another part of the house, closer to the router. How's everything? How's the stream? Is everything now being pretty clear? Let's see what you guys have been saying here. Hey, is this the exercise video? Yeah, I know, because I'm moving about, right there, Woody. Um, we have been enriching your vocabulary, Mike. Well, there's not much you can enrich, because remember, I already have a pretty big sense of vocabulary there, Woody. The action. I'm waiting for the line it puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose. Okay. I see a good dog back there. Oh yeah, Chloe, our family's German Shepherd there. Let's see now. Let's see now. I want to cut my hair about like that, except look for the first 2 weeks. I have the ex-con look. Yeah, I went. Well, I was already planning this week to get my hair cut, guys, because you guys saw how thick my head my hair was getting there. So yeah, we're 11 minutes into this. We got 4 people watching already. Everything is laugh out loud. Looks good. Well, thank you. It's pretty stable so far, so good. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically, I guess, until we figure out what the problem is and why the signal going from up here to down there is weekends or whatever. I guess I'll have to probably bring my computer upstairs here to stream, with my own adapter and all that. So, but what this also means is there might be more background noise. You guys can also hear the fan going in the background. Up here in the attic, we have the twin doors open, so you might hear some noises from out in the street, and also you might hear noises from downstairs. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if when my sister got home and heard stuff going on up here, she might decide to come up and say something about it. All right, so we're like 13 minutes in as I was dealing with technical issues. Trying to get this thing to work right, and looks like it's working pretty well. That's a Boss Attic. I'll bet you could turn that into a heck of a toy shop. Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the office area right now. It was initially going to be my dad's. My dad was initially thinking about moving up here before he got sick, of course. So, but right now it's pretty much the office area. So, anyways, all right. So we're coming up on 15 minutes. So let's see. Mike looks so young. Mike looks so. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess that's kind of what happens when you kind of go from with your hairstyle, you go from one extreme to the other. You go from the all shaggy look to where it's like all out there to like nothing at all. So I guess that's how that works out there. I can't hear your fan above the sound of my fan. Okay. Yeah, the gray hair puts 10 years on me too. Yeah. Well, I'm 45, and you saw my beard, Woody. You saw that my beard was like had some gray in it already, and even my hair had some gray in it. So, oh yeah, gray beard. Yep. Okay. So with that now, so I'll kind of let you guys know what's on tap for tonight. So there was I got like 6 stories for you tonight, all comics related, all from CBR, including Diamond pulling controversial Captain America poll following backlash. Cross the Bear, Jack the Ripper heads to the Wild West in new Aftershock series, Aftershock comics. Let's see, what else are we going to be looking at? Let's see. Pacific Rim new omnibus collection, anime prequel, comic announced. No One Left to Fight returns for round 2 at Dark Horse. Amber Blake, Operation Dragonfly aims to be an anthem of empowerment. And Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina showrunner to continue story in comics. This is, of course, based on the Archie comics series of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So those are the stories we'll be looking at tonight. 6 comic stories. Of course, at the end, of course, as always, have the This Day in Each History. Anyways, yeah, that's a nice artist space. You should move up there, Mike. I don't think I honestly could because, again, pretty much my family's using this as more or less an office space. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And to move my, and if you want to take a quick peek at everything, oh wait, see just the huge mess. That's all there. I'm even stretching my cord as far out as it will go here. Excuse me a quick moment while I kind of see if I can do something about that delay. Okay, I'm trying to move it in where my cord isn't stretching quite as far out there. Well, apparently. But then that's why I had it in first place, because of that glare. Of course. Okay, so anyways, I'm just being a troublemaker. All right. Well, anyways, so without any further ado, then let's go ahead and get started on the stories. We're already 20 minutes into the stream, all over like dealing with technical issues and moving stuff around and just trying to do all that. So let's see now. Now we're going to get started with the coverage of the stories here. Diamond pulls controversial Captain America poll following backlash. Diamond Comics pulls a Captain America poll question following objections to the wording of the original question. Article by Brian Cronin, published 1 day ago. They were considering how much this has been, how much this is the thing with Steve Rogers and how they've been like just messing up on him on all this lately. I figure this is a good article to start off with. So, Diamond Comics Distributors has pulled a controversial comic book discussion poll question about Captain America and politics that it shared on its Free Comic Book Day Facebook page. After critics argued that it was an unreasonably loaded question, Diamond runs the website freecomicbookday.com, and it has a Facebook page for Free Comic Book Day as well. And it used that page to promote its weekly previews, World Weekly live show on YouTube. It routinely brings up discussion topics and asks fans to respond, and it will then share the best answers on the live show during the week. Initially, the question was about the recent United States of Captain America #1, which we've talked about a bit here. This particular issue has become very controversial in that basically the modern writers here are basically having Steve Rogers question his belief in the American dream, as you guys have probably heard quite a bit about. And people objected to how the question was phrased. Originally, it read, "Hey, comic book fans, there has been an ongoing debate about Captain America lately. So we wanted to ask your take," highlighted in yellow, in brackets. Are you tired of seeing stories where Steve Rogers loses his faith in the U.S.? In brackets, end of highlights. Or do you think it's more than appropriate? Let us know in the comments. We'll pick the best answers and highlight them on Wednesday's episode of PWW Live. Now, that's the thing. They're trying to put this as trying to put it on the fans, but that's really kind of a messy way of putting it. Let's see. Anyways, it is referencing the recent United States of Captain America #1 by Christopher Cantwell, Dale Eaglesham, and Matt Mila, where Steve Rogers reflects on what it means to be loyal to the American dream. The issue had recently been read out of context and criticized in the Washington Times and then on Fox News. Of course they're going to say that. The writers here at CBR tend to be left-leaning. As Captain America, quote-unquote, hating America and being, quote-unquote, woke, and Diamond's wording certainly seems to play precisely into that approach as well. However, the company has reversed course and pulled the question. Okay, give me a sec here. Even though it's still fairly bright, I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the light up here. So I'll be right back. All right, so I just want to turn on the light here because, again, it is dusk right now. We're here in California, so so let's finish off this article and move on to the next one. A Diamond spokesperson told CBR Previews World and Free Comic Book Day posted a question to Facebook that was intended to engage fans in conversation about the new Captain America comic for Wednesday's Previews Sword live show. It was never intended to be a political statement or controversial, albeit the way they but the way they worded it was very aggressive, to say the least. So, once we realized that the way the question was worded could be misconstrued, we took it down. We sincerely apologize for the poorly worded post. It is always our goal at Previews World to engage with fans on social media in a lighthearted way to discuss and celebrate the comics and characters we all love. The poll question was replaced by one asking fans about the season 1 finale of Loki. So there we go. So there's that one. Anyways, and now we're down to 2 people. Everybody still here? All right. Well, anyways, let's move back a bit here. And we'll get on to the next story here. All right, so we're back up to 3 people now. We're at the 30-minute mark here. Cross the Bear, Jack the Ripper heads to the Wild West in new Aftershock series. Aftershock Comics announces Cross the Bear, a new series, finds notorious British serial killer Jack the Ripper in the American Wild West. By Noah Dominguez, published 1 day ago. So, here we go. Aftershock Comics has officially announced Cross the Bear, a new comic book series by Marco Stojanovic and Sinisa Banovic, that finds the infamous unidentified British serial killer Jack the Ripper in the American West. Cross the Bear #1 is slated at comic shops on Wednesday, October 13th. Quote, Jack the Ripper was never caught because no one was looking for him in the Wild West. No one except the Order, unquote. The book's official synopsis reads, quote, an organization made up of the descendants of crusaders sworn to eradicate the unnatural, The order will stop at nothing to fulfill the pledge of their forefathers, even if it means crossing the ocean or a line or two. Ouch, that afternoon light is hitting here right in the face. What, are you talking about the light behind me? Woody? Is that what you're talking about? All right. So, anyways, all right. Well, anyways, as we continue on with the article here, writer Stoyanovich elaborated, quote, the book is about Jack the Ripper fleeing to America in 1889 and heading straight to the Wild West because his own savagery can avoid detection at the still savage frontier. He is, however, pursued by the Order, made up from the descendants of Crusader knights, set on eradicating the unnatural and what could be more unnatural than the first documented serial killer grabbing all the headlines and causing mass hysteria. Only thing is, these crusaders are far from their usual haunts, and they'll need help from a man who severed his ties with the other at the price of abandoning his own family, unquote. Stoyanovich explains that Cross the Bear tackles, quote, many themes, including, quote, old world meeting the new one, family ties versus all the other ones, nature of power and fear, examination of extremism, no matter how just the cause, and of course, the danger of becoming a monster yourself as you do battle with monsters. The writer also explained his history with Western stories. Quote, I am excited about it coming out because when I was a kid, during the 80s in Yugoslavia, there was a special cult of the Westerns, which our dads and granddads used to call cowboy movies, unquote. Stoyanovich shared. Quote, true, we were not behind the Iron Curtain, unlike the neighboring countries, but from the movies that were shown on national TV, Westerns came closest to what we call the action movie. And so when there was a Western on, it was a must, unquote. I'm guessing what he's talking about is the idea of, okay, when the Western movie, it was like family movie night, basically. It's like, okay, Western's on, so gather not just the family, but even your whole neighborhood if you can. You know, now, Woody, you might, I don't know if this was still going on when you were a kid or whatever, but, you know, where all the neighbors would, you know, for special events on television, would all gather at one person's house and watch it all together as like a neighborhood. Sounds like what it kind of the situation here. Let's see. The writer lists Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid and the Wild Bunch as being among his favorites. Regarding the comic's artwork, Banovich added the quote, the Cross the Bear series is the first Western comic book I worked on, so I had fun studying characters and get used to drawing cowboy hats and other type of stuff we tend to see often. Written by Marco Stoyanovich, illustrated by Sinisa Banovich. Cross the Bear #1 goes on sale October 13th from Aftershock Comics. So there we go. There we go with that one. All right. All right. So Pacific Rim new omnibus collection anime prequel comic announced. Legendary Comics announces an official Pacific Rim The Black prequel graphic novel as well as new Pacific Rim omnibus collection by Noah Dominguez, published 23 hours ago. Legendary Entertainment comic book division has announced 2 new Pacific Rim comics coming down the pipeline. Pacific Rim Blackout, um, Pacific Rim Blackout, and Pacific Rim Ultimate Omnibus. Guys, I'll be right back. I just realized I forgot to bring my phone up with me. I'll be right back, and when I come back, I'll answer the more recent chats here. But I'll be right back. All right, so let's see what Meme came. Hey, Meme. So, Avo, what the bleep? I just came to the stream and see a buck shower mic, bro. Well, yeah, I'll explain that. Let's see let's see what else you have to say. Also, hey, everyone. Um, where is everyone else? They're here. They're probably just not. Hello. All right. So, kind of explain a couple of things, May. First off, yes, I got my hair cut. Um, went out and got it cut today. So, I got it cut, got my head shaved to where, because it was, long overdue. But also, yeah, the the scenery is a little different because I had to move upstairs to do the stream because I've been having connection issues in my room the last few days, and particularly for stream. I mean, for the most part, we got the problems fixed for everything else, but just for the streaming, we've still been getting like connection unstable, connection fairly good. So I'd been told several times I should try to move closer to the router, so that's what I basically did here. So, and now things are back to normal. So for the streaming, hopefully. So I am everyone else. Okay, let's see a couple more of these things, then we'll get back to the article. I am everyone else, says Woody. Got out today. Sure, a cut. Got a cut today. Yeah, a haircut. It went bald. Yeah, well, I always get. May, I know this is probably the first time you've seen me like this, but this is basically what I do. I let my hair grow out, and then I just shave it all off. I don't worry too much about styling or anything like that. That's how I do it. So this is probably just the first time you've seen this look on me. So I know it's probably could be considered a bit of a shock, but it's something you'll see once in a while. Been needing to do it for a while now because it is summertime. So that Woody Mueller. Pixar made a lovely cartoon short called Bowden's, concerning a keep getting shown. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So, anyways, let's get back to the article here. First and foremost, Pacific Rim Blackout is an original graphic novel by writer Cavan Scott and Nelson Daniel. Blackout serves as a prequel to the Netflix anime series Pacific Rim The Black, which is itself based on director-producer Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim films. The graphic novel is currently available for pre-order on Kickstarter and is set for release in January 2022. Blackout focuses on the fan favorite PPDC Ranger Herc Hansen, who returns as a quote-unquote world-weary Jaeger pilot, dragged into battle as an influx of kaiju threatens to destroy the Australian continent and all its inhabitants, along with his niece Olivia. His co-pilot, Cooper, and Marshall Rask. Herc faces brand new kaiju of epic proportions while battling his own inner demons. Meanwhile, Legendary Comics has also announced Pacific Rim Ultimate Omnibus, which collects the New York Times best-selling title Pacific Rim Tales from Year Zero, as well as Pacific Rim Tales from the Drift, Pacific Rim Aftermath, Pacific Rim Mara, and even the aforementioned Pacific Rim Blackout. The Pacific Rim universe is so rich with opportunities to tell all new captivating stories, and we are thrilled to bring a new prequel adventure based on the popular Netflix anime series to fans, said Legendary Comics Senior Vice President Robert Napton. Quote, showrunners Greg Johnson and Craig Kyle created such a strikingly beautiful and hauntingly dangerous story featured in the anime series that I couldn't think of a better creative team than Caven and Nelson to capture the vivid storytelling and visual style to bring to the page. We're also thrilled to offer fans of the franchise a new collection that allows them to revisit past adventures. Working with Caven and Nelson to bring the Pacific Rim story to life has been so much fun, unquote, added Legendary Comics senior editor Nikita Conti. Quote, Caven does such a great job balancing the action with the emotional character moments, and Nelson's art is so full of energy in every single panel. I hope fans enjoy Herc's story and learning more about what happened before the Black, unquote. Let's see now. All right. Scott himself chimed in. Nothing that it's been, quote, an absolute joy to return to the world of Pacific Rim for this original graphic novel, and to also provide a link between the original movie and the fantastic anime series, unquote. Scott also says that her story, quote, really resonates with him, unquote, describing the character as quote, a man who has seen the world change and his friends fall away as the monsters keep on coming. But he never gives in, never lets events he cannot control defeat him. The monsters we see Herc facing in his personal life are just as destructive as the kaiju that are raising cities across Australia. As always, Pacific Rim is just as much a story about people caught in ordinary times as it is a spectacle of monsters versus mechs. That's not to say that Blackout doesn't feature killer kaiju fight scenes. Nelson has done an incredible job balancing cataclysmic events with heartfelt personal moments. I hope Pacific Rim fans, young and old, enjoy these final moments before Australian becomes the Black, unquote. Quote, the Pacific Rim universe was something I wanted to draw. The Jaegers and Kaijus and the whole game of proportions is something I really enjoy doing, added Daniel. I don't think how many buildings, I don't know how many buildings I draw and how many destroyed, but they are never enough when it comes to epic battles. I hope the fans enjoy it as much as I do when I'm drawing it, unquote. And there's that story. So here we go with this story then. Let's see where we're at on time here. Oh, we're at the 54-minute mark, and it looks like we've um, all right. So before we go on, of course, let's get caught up on some of these chats real quick, okay? Also, they are determined to continue the Pacific Rim, huh? But I can't hear nothing back from Atlantic Rim at all. Also, today was my graduation online, not on Zoom, but on the university's YouTube channel. Got to pick up my certificate on Friday, but that's a lot content for Pacific Rim, though. Congratulations on graduating, man. Yeah, congratulations. That Woody Mule. Thank you, Woody. Congrats, May from Toys. So. Right. Also, I want some advice. Is it now a good time to start scanning my hand-drawn comics? Because I want to try and find an artist. Thanks, ATC. Now we got 6 people in here. Yay, 6 people. All right, so let's get on to this. I think this is like the 4th story we'll be going through. No One Left to Fight returns for round 2 at Dark Horse. This October, Aubrey Sitterson and Faiko Oshio's Dark Horse Comics title, No One Left to Fight, returns for part 2. Article by Noah Dominguez, published 13 hours ago. Following its initial 5-issue run, writer Aubrey Sitterson and artist Faiko Oshio's manga-influenced Dark Horse Comics says No One Left to Fight returns for round 2 this October. No One Left to Fight 2 is set to launch in comic shops on Wednesday, October 13th. Quote, No One Left to Fight was never intended to be a 5-part story, unquote, Oshio explained during an interview with Entertainment Weekly. Quote, the first saga was planned to be a 10-issue story in two parts. The artist continued, quote, that's why it ended up in such a brutal cliffhanger. More than anything, I'm excited to finally complete the first saga and give the fans a proper ending they are waiting for. And also make way for the next sagas we have planned. We have so much more to show of the fight first, and it's always exciting to dive back into it. Oh, this is a genre in and of itself, fight comics, unquote, added Sitterson. Quote, it is one of the most popular and enduring genres anywhere in the world. Um, whether you're talking about Dragon Ball or Naruto, or the classic stuff um, like Fist of the North Star or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Um, this stuff is massively, massively popular all over the world, and yet it's a genre that Americans don't actually engage with too often. There's hardly a whole lot of homegrown fight comics, so that's what we really set out to do. That's what we attempted to lift from manga. Notice how he says the word lift is another word for steal, just to let you know. Let's see. Doing that genre, but in monthly direct market 20-page comics. No One Left to Fight first launched 2 years ago in July of 2019. The comic's premise is, quote, a story of regret, resentment, and growing older, unquote. That poses the question, what does a fighter do when there's no one left to fight, unquote. The book's initial 5-issue run concluded in November 2019 with a trade paperback, arriving in March 2020. The No One Left to Fight trade paperback conspicuously featured the number one, quote unquote, on its spine, which seemed to imply that a second volume would arrive at some point. In addition to now officially confirming No One Left to Fight 2, Sitterson and Osio have also expressed interest in doing more with the title in the future. Written by Aubrey Sitterson and illustrated by Fico Osio, No One Left to Fight 2, number 1, goes on sale October 13th from Dark Horse Comics. Well, when I want to find and collab with an artist, because let's be real, I'm trying to get um, into Finnish, do some writing, which I should have been doing yesterday. All right, give me a sec, guys, because I think I just felt my phone. My phone may have just vibrated, so just give me a sec here. Maybe I should consider. Just increasing the font a bit where I don't have to like dive in so much. Hopefully this will help a little bit here. Let's see. All right. Anyways, Amber Blake, Operation Dragonfly, aims to be an anthem of empowerment. Exclusive. CBR's exclusive preview of Amber Blake, Operation Dragonfly, shows action abroad in the spy thriller from writer Jade Lagardere and Butch Geese by Sean Gribben, published 10 hours ago. So here's the thing. While you're visiting Singapore, feel free to take in the sights of the cityscape and the sounds of countless henchmen moving in on your position. At least that is how Amber Blake's getaway is going. CBR has an exclusive preview of Amber Blake Operation Dragonfly from writer and creator Jade Lagardere, artist Butch Geese, Captain America, colorist Dan Brown, Black Widow, and letterer Gil Lazcano. They called us enemy. The one shot sees a new mission for the daring super spy from a newer imprint, Heavy Metal Entertainment's Magma Comics. Preview sees Amber and fellow agent Emily swindling a Russian target, Emily distracting him while Amber swipes his room keycard and leaves to break in. The one man guarding the door is no trouble for the spy. Getting into the room was the easy part, though. Hard part being that Amber has been detected and is about to have a lot of company joining her soon. I bet. Quote, I'm so excited for the fans to discover more about Amber Blake, Lagarde said. Speaking on the project, quote, she is back stronger than ever. What an amazing pleasure to continue this beautiful journey with artist Butch Geese, who is extremely talented. And thanks so much to Denton J. Tipton, who is the real genius. I'm very glad and feeling so lucky to have such an amazing team with me. Tipton, publisher of Magma Comics, shared in the writer's excitement. Quote, it's been an honor to help Jade bring her pride and joy, Amber Blake, back to life. And it's been quite a thrill to have a legend like Butch return for the occasion. The story delivers a kick to the gut on several levels, so it's as meaningful and as exciting, not to mention beautiful. The Gardere also strives for this story to be a song of empowerment to those who read and connect with it. Quote, through the character of Amber Blake, I want to bring hope and strength to the many who suffered from a difficult childhood and difficult times. And in this story, we will shine a light on the horrors of human trafficking. Quote, unquote. Quote, Amber is a superhero even though she doesn't have superpowers. She can give people the courage to stand up, speak up, and fight back. They are not alone on this road. Each of you can be Amber Blake. Unquote. The one shot will also be included in Amber Blake, the Complete Collection, which will collect the first 2 volumes of Amber Blake that were originally published by Glenat and Glenat. The collection will be sold by Magma Comics and go on sale this October. The solicitation and preview pages for Amber Blake Dragonfly can be found below. Written by Jade Lagardère. Art and covers by Butch Geese. Colors by Dan Brown. Letters by Gil Lezcano. Abandoned by her mother at the age of 5, Amber Blake was only a child when she was recruited to the Cleveland Institute, a school for gifted children where she was promised a bright future. But predators hide in the school's administration, and on the verge of exposing them, Amber finds herself fleeing for her life from the very man who took her in. Now a top recruit of a covert agency dead set on ending human slavery in all its forms, she's going to destroy everyone who's ever hurt the people she loves. There are some of the covers that they're showing. There are some panels there. We're just going to face them. Amber Blake Operation Dragonfly goes on sale August 4th from Magma Comics. I believe that will be on a Wednesday. So, all right. So, anyways, we do have one more story here to we got to it a little quicker. Hour and 12 minutes. All right. Well, wow, back down to 2 people watching now, huh? Where'd everybody go? Anyways. Okay, so Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, showrunner to continue story in comics. Archie Comics officially announces Chilling Adventures of Sabrina #9, as well as a new series that continues the story of the Netflix adaptation. Article by Noah Dominguez, published 8 hours ago. This is, of course, be the last main story we're going to do tonight. So, hope you guys have been enjoying the content. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is back in a big way at Archie Comics. Nearly 4 whole years after the release of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 8, Archie Comics has officially announced issue number 9. Set for release on Wednesday, October 13th, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 9 reunites the creative team of Roberto Aguirre Sacasa and artist Robert Hack to continue the title's Witch War story arc. And here's the cover of it. So I guess they've got an imprint now at Archie Horror now. I guess that's where it's probably from. Hi, sorry, I've been away so long. Did you miss me? I guess that's Sabrina right there with a slightly older look. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 9, quote, Witch War, quote unquote, part 3, The Sacrificed Lamb. Sabrina had brought Harvey's body back to life, along with her father's soul. But there is a cost to everything. Unless she wants the gates of hell to open, Sabrina must find a person to sacrifice in Harvey's place. But wait, Sabrina would never kill someone, would she? Script by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. Art by Robert Hack, Jack Morelli. Main cover by Robert Hack. Variant cover by Robert Hack. 32-page, full-color comic, $3.99 US. On sale October 13th, 2021. On top of that, Aguirre Sacasa is also teaming with artist Audrey Mock, Archie, Josie and the Pussycats, for The Occult World of Sabrina, a brand new comic series that continues the life of Netflix's television adaptation of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina following its cancellation. Occult World is set to kick off later this year with its first story arc, quote, A World Without Sabrina, unquote. And then here's another cover for that. Quote, bringing Sabrina and her family and friends to life on the screen for Netflix was a dark dream come true, and I couldn't be prouder of our 4 seasons. But it all started with a comic book series that was truly a labor of love for everyone who worked on it, said Aguirre Sacasa. Reuniting with Robert Hack and the entire Archie Comics team and getting to pick up where we left off has been the best homecoming I could have ever asked for, unquote. Quote, Roberto coming back to the comics fold is such a special thing to experience, unquote. Added Archie Comics CEO, publisher John Goldwater, quote, he's done a remarkable job of creating fresh, new, captivating stories across Riverdale, Sabrina, and Katie Keene. He steps right back into his comic sweet spot, and the world he has created is truly amazing, unquote. Aguirre Sacasa and Hack Chilling Adventures of Sabrina comic book series originally launched in October 2014 with the 8th and most recent mainline issue releasing in August 2017. A spiritual successor to Aguirre Sacasa and Francisco Francavilla's horror title Afterlife with Archie, Chilling Adventures puts a dark satanic twist on fan favorite Archie Comics character Sabrina the Teenage Witch against the backdrop of 1960s small town America. Netflix's present-day set TV adaptation of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina premiered in 2018 with Aguirre Sacasa serving as creator and showrunner. As Goldwater alludes to, Aguirre has filled a similar role on Archie Comics' other recent TV projects, Riverdale and Katie Keene. Netflix's Sabrina show concluded in late 2020 after 36 episodes across 4 parts. Aguirre Sacasa previously hinted that the show's story would be continued in comics. Written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa and illustrated by Robert Hack and Jack Morelli, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina #9 goes on sale October 12th. Archie Comics. Written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa and illustrated by Audrey Mock. The Occult World of Sabrina launches later this year. All right, so these are all the main stories we're going to look at tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all that. Let's see, where are we at now? Okay, an hour and 20 minutes. All right, so how y'all doing? Everybody still here? It says here 3 people are watching, but I noticed people haven't been chatting too much. I guess you guys have just been simply been listening to me read the article, I guess, the articles. Now we have 4 people watching, so that's good. We're just out here partying on Mike. All right. Lurk. Yeah, I figured you guys were doing that. At least once in a while, pop your head up and say hello, so I at least know you're still there. All right. Well, I do have a couple of calls to make, guys, tonight. So, I want to try to finish this up quickly here, wrap up a little early tonight, just simply because, like I said, I got a couple of calls to make. Let's see. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? I promise tomorrow night we'll try to go the full 2 hours, and then of course Friday night will be the I don't know if Batgoat ever got here or not, but he's gonna end up missing the stream because, as I said, I gotta wrap up a little early tonight here. So, are you guys ready for this day in Nietzsche history? Chloe's up here, Jen. Twenty 6, 1996. All right. So, anyways, I know I'm probably a little slow here, but just adjusting to new area here. Yay, history. I'm ready as SpongeBob. What up, all? Nice hair. Thanks, Batgoat. You just got in just at the very end here. I'm going to actually wrap up a little early tonight. I got a couple calls to make, and I decided to move the stream upstairs here close to the router, and it's I guess been working. So for the foreseeable future here, I'll be doing streams upstairs in the attic here. Yes, the hairdresser did a nice job with the coiffure curl. Oh no, I just basically just chopped it all off, as those of you who've been with me a while know. Anyway, so let's scenes finded. Yeah. So, anyways, without no further ado, today being Wednesday, July the 21st, 2021, let's take a look back at this day in Nietzsche history. Plus, you're in the attic. BA, just saying. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, so the first thing we're going to look at, we're going to go back 40 years ago. On this date, 40 years ago today, the fifth Captain America annual went on sale on this date back in 1981, 40 years ago today, for 75 cents. It was a 48-page book. The story was 38 pages. Death Watcher, written by David Michelini. I'm gonna. Oh, maybe that's a little too big. Let's see how we do with. I don't know. David Michelini, Gene Colan doing the penciling, inking done by Dave Simons, Joseph Rosen doing the lettering, and then coloring by Bob Sharon. So on this date, 40 years ago today, the fifth Captain America annual issue went on sale on this date. Oh, wait, DG has a new do that people at the bar like you will all see on Friday. Okay. He climbed up to get closer to antennas for us, the audience. Yeah, I mean, I don't like I don't like having all the connection issues, especially when it causes me to freeze up. Plus, you're okay. Plus, it's California attic, so it's not even hot. Haven't thrown disc in 2 days. My shoulder needs recovery time. Cool, I can work on the new Lowell's trophy. All right, let's see. Cali addicts are kind of dope. Agreed. I guess Batgoat would know because he was originally from Cali. Little bit Captain America could play a good game of disc golf. Yeah, he probably could. Actually, in a way, you're right, because basically the way he throws his shield is like how most people play disc golf. Or Flynn, I hope you get that. All right. So, anyways, let's move on to the next piece of Nietzsche history. Okay, as we now have here, on this day in 1996, 25 years ago today, the WWF at the time held its Ninth in Your House event, international incident, up up at the General Motors place in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. The main event on the night saw the six-man match in which you saw the team of Owen Hart, British Bulldog, and Vader, led to the ring by Jim Cornette, defeating the group known as the People's Posse, Ahmed Johnson, Shawn Michaels, and Psycho Sid, being led to the ring by Jose Lothario. Among the other matches on the card included The Undertaker defeating Goldust via disqualification, Steve Austin defeating Mark Merrow, Mankind defeating the Body Donnas, Henry Godwin. Body Donnas defeating the Smoking Guns, and in the free-for-all match, Justin Bradshaw led to the ring by Uncle Zebekiah defeating Savio Vega. No titles were on the line at this event. This was during a time they were trying to do more pay-per-views in between the major ones. The next event after this would be SummerSlam. So this is their kind of trial run with all that. So that note says Tron, the Frisbee, data disc. Let's see now. Come on, people. Just kidding, Woody. Actually, the only thing I kind of remember about Tron was one, that it was a video game, and two, the few scenes I have seen of the movie were of the guys when they would transform into the bikes and race. Hope that wasn't too choppy there. All right, so, but according to this, the signal seems to be fine, so. Okay, so, anyways, on to the next. Let me just 2006 and then 2011. Okay. All righty then. All right. So, anyways, on this date back in 2006, 15 years ago today, the Warner Brothers animation cartoon What's New Scooby-Doo finished its run. Initially, it started on Kids WB, but ended up going to Cartoon Network and Boomerang. So, on this date in 2006, What's New Scooby-Doo would conclude its initial syndicated run. I know it did probably continue in reruns afterwards, but its original syndicated run was concluded on this date in 2006. Man, it was humid and sticky, and in the bar, and good to be home in good old Minnesota. You see. All right. So, anyways, got that finished. And now for the last piece of niche history here. On this date in 2011, 10 years ago today, 10 years ago today, the Studio Dean's OVA, Higurashi When They Cry, Kira, premiered in Japan on this date in 2011. So 10 years ago today, the Studio Dean OVA, Higurashi When They Cry, Kira, premiered on this date in 2010. So with that being said, guys, let's see. Hi, Meme. And Woody says, oh, yeah, I already told him he should bring up his box underwear and move into the room. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, as I said, I got to get going. Don't forget, of course, Friday is the historical comics retrospect. Backgut, I know you'll join me. I'll send you the link earlier in the day. This week we'll be, doing, just for this 1 week, January 1938, talking a little bit about Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson leaving DC Comics. I'll explain more of that Friday. You're looking at some of the funnier side of DC at the time. And with that, let's see what Laugh Out Loud would. Hey, Goat. Peace all. We'll see you tomorrow for sure. I will be here Friday. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.